When I first came to KL, I lived at 10 Semantan Suites, which is just a stone's throw away from DC Mall. Damansara City Mall didn't exist back then though. This used to be the immigration complex. I'm back for the first time in over a decade to dine at Soleil, which is French for sun. Chef Evert helms this restaurant and it was recently listed in the Michelin Guide 2023 as a Michelin Selected restaurant. Their 3-course lunch is priced at an affordable 95 ringgit per pax, and house pouring wine is only 25 ringgit per glass, which is very reasonable for a restaurant like this. You gotta have wine with your meal at the restaurant, which also takes pride in being a wine bar. It is in their name. My wife's starter is beef flank tartare with horseradish sorbet and ponzu caviar. Wow, I love the concept of this dish. Chilled raw beef seasoned with capers is paired with a horseradish sorbet ice cream, which produce wonderfully harmonious flavors. The ponzu caviar adds acidity, so you keep on wanting more. Yes, those are not ikura or salmon roll. It's ponzu spherified with sodium alginate to give it a nice popping texture. Perfection in a dish. I went with the Escargots de Bourgogne or burgundy snails in garlic, herb butter and toasted brioche. I like the classic French flavors in this starter. The snails are already deshelled, which makes for easier eating. I wish I haven't tried my wife's beef tartare starter though, cause that overshadowed my selection. It really is on another level and I highly recommend you order that. My wife had New Zealand lemon sole for her mains and we were both surprised at the massive size of the fish. Soleil used huge dinner plates and you can see how big the lemon sole is even on that large plate. It is at least 30% longer than a fork. There's a good amount of perfectly cooked fish a la Munir. A simple dry coating of flour before sauteing with butter to highlight the natural flavors of the fish. I enjoyed this dish. I opted for the duck confit, which came served with haricot beans, something you don't see very often in Asian cooking. Palmery mustard works very well to cut through the rich flavors of the duck. My only quibble with the dish was the duck being slightly overcooked. The meat was stringy and lacking moisture. Desserts were a hit though. Mainly had the strawberry mousse, which comes with raspberry jam, lemon ice cream and feuilletine crumble. That last bit is genius cause it adds a lot of texture to an otherwise mushy dessert. I love the texture of feuilletine and enjoy it very much in cakes too. Very nicely done. I was more than happy with my almond brownie cake too. The brownie was served warm and contrasts well with the cold caramel ice cream and the milk chocolate sauce. It is a very sweet dessert, which is fine by me as I love all the flavors in this dish. However, some people may prefer something acidic like fruit to cut through the rich flavors. I am not some people though. We ordered fish and chips off the a la carte menu for Cyrus. That's always a safe choice for a picky eater. It's battered and deep fried sea bass with Belgian fries. He enjoyed it and since he couldn't finish the plate, we finished it for him. It was good and I like the tartare sauce that goes with it. The portions are huge here, which makes it great value for money. I had trouble finishing all the food, especially when my wife only managed to eat half of a New Zealand lemon sole dish. The bill came out to 371 and I can see the potential for Soleil, and while Michelin Guide lists it under Michelin Selected, it's certainly worth a try, especially for their value for money lunch set menus.